Today we're not going to build, we're going to talk about the set which we did building before. Set 6351, surf and sail camper. It's a camper, but of course it's in minifigure size, but it's not storing a lot of stuff. They don't bring a lot except life vests, 2 cups, a frying pan, so they don't bring really like clothes or other things that are necessary, not even a toothbrush. And then they have like this boat and a surfboard. I always found it a hassle to build this sailing boat, and that's just how it looks like when you have them sailing. Hello, this is Timo, and this is another video of my project where I'm talking and building my old Lego. Today we're not going to build, we're going to talk about the set which we did building before. We're talking about set 6351. It's bearing the name Surf and Sail Camper. It was released in 1992, and it has 173 parts. Yes, so we already were building the set before, but back then I didn't do any review videos, and I started doing this quite recently. So now I'm just taking some of the sets that I already was building before and just to talk a bit about what I think about it, and maybe some stories still connected to it. So 1992, just to put it in perspective, I was 9 years old. Of course, I don't know exactly if I bought it that same year or maybe a year later, but yeah, 9 or 10 years old maybe. As I remember, I bought this set in Germany, in Cologne. My father lives in Cologne. Yes, and I have a particular story which I was already telling in the building video, the talking and building video, that I remember it was the same day or the same time. I remember a car drive with my father and my sister, and then my father passed the red light, and then he got a fine from the police. It's connected with the set, what still kept in my memories. So I was actually living in Holland, but my father lived in Germany, and my parents were already back then separated. So all my Lego sets, all my Lego was in Holland, in Amsterdam, and so I had no Lego there. And that's the first point. What I like about it is that it's what I already mentioned earlier with another Lego set, is that I like sets when they are complete, you know, when just only that set gives the child everything he or she needs to play and to play scenarios, you know. This is just like a camper with a boat and a surfboard, and yes, you can play a holiday, a couple going to the beach, campsizing there. Well, campsizing is a question because it's a camper, but of course it's in minifigure size, but it's not storing a lot of stuff, you know, like there are basically only, I mean, I can open it. It's also like a future, of course. I can open the van, the camper, and then you can immediately see what's the main feature of this car. And also yes, you can also open this part. Yes, and the thing is that they don't bring a lot except life vests, 2 cups, a frying pan, and so they don't bring really like clothes or other things that are necessary, you know, like not even a toothbrush. No, but yes, of course this is a problem with minifigure size, and I mean, it's actually, the car is actually smaller than minifigure size, because if you would make it on scale, it would still have like maybe 8 stud wide and a bit longer, and then you would also of course have way more storage space. And I think in modern Lego they more and more start making vehicles and cars and trucks that are bigger and more in a realistic size dimension, you know. So, and then they have like this boat and a surfboard. And yeah, this is I always found it now and also in the past, I always found it a bit a hassle, you know, to build this sailing boats. Oh, and there are actually 2 sails. That makes sense, because there's a sailing boat and a surf. Now I have to check them. By the way, I didn't show the instructions actually. I didn't show actually. I don't remember anymore how to put the sails. And that's always a bit a hassle to put those sails. I remember that back then also. I don't know how they could have solved this. Maybe they could have used like a sail that already connected or something. But yeah. And this sail system with these poles and everything, I think it was also introduced around that time, around 92 or maybe 1 year earlier. And you see that's the problem, that is always just falling off again. Yeah. So kind of it's holding there, staying there. So then you have this, let's just put them inside here. And then you have to put a life vest on. And then one can be in a boat and one can be on the surfboard. And yeah, something like this. I was never really a fan of sailing, because I never liked it when the boat was like you know, like going like this, right? And this is how sailing boats sometimes supposed to go, you know, when you want to go fast, they always like get really pushed by the wind, and then they're totally leaning in one direction. So, and then there's a second I'm not sure if I'm actually missing here out. Yes, I didn't see that one anymore, that little pole, and I put it away, the set, after I did build it. So then some pieces got lost a bit in the box. So now I just took this one from another set with also sail. And I think I'm also having here yes, okay, I'm just mixing up the sails, which is actually yeah, not a big deal, I guess. So I'm using now the sail of the boat for the surfboard. And yes, that's a bit how it's unpacked. And then you can put the guy, of course, also with a life vest. you can put them on the surfboard. So it's a bit of a hassle to get them all ready to do the sport, to surf, to sail. And yeah, and that's just how it looks like then, you know, when you have like when you have them sailing. Yeah, so what was my point? My point was that this is just a play feature. So yeah, you can do like a underwater scenario that they just sailing around, and you can play with that. And of course, if you have more different sets of boats, it's also nice. But theoretically, you can just a kid can just already have a full thing with this. So this is what I meant with complete set, that you don't need another set to, you know, an incomplete set. Like for example, when you just have a train wagon with no locomotive. And of course, the more you can do just with one set, the more play scenarios you can have, the better, of course. And this is a review video, and it's of course also the way I'm rating these things a bit. Yes, so that's the thing you can do with it. You also have a bike, which of course makes sense what you can do with the bike. So yes, I bought it back then when I was in my father's place, so there was no Lego, and I think I was fulfilled. I could just play with it for a while, and I would not bother my father or my sister for anything. I was a child that was quite able to be in the play and just forget about the surroundings. And I guess there was also something nice for parents. Yeah, so if I would give this a rating, I would say it's about a 7, I think. I would give it a 7. Because it's a complete set and you have everything you need. But what's the but? The but is that it's a bit difficult because I'm looking at it from the perspective I have now, you know. And then I think the camper is a bit limited with functions. It would have been nicer if it would be a tiny bit bigger with some more stuff in it. And there's not been a lot of hassle for Lego to make it a bit more advanced with maybe some stuff they bring, maybe some way to put like beds in it or something to make it a bit more expanded. Because I think it's, as I see it now, it's a bit limited, but I don't think I had that experience actually when I was playing with it. It's just something I see now. And it's very difficult also to see it in the perspective of that time, the 90s. Yeah. So, yeah, let's just maybe finish like this. I'm a bit lazy of putting everything together again. And yeah. Maybe this is a nice thing, nice way to do it. Or this one is going this direction. So, something like this. All right. That was again a review video. I'm still figuring a bit out how to do these review videos. I still need to find a structure. This just takes a while till I find my way to do this. Maybe it's not my biggest talent to do review videos, or maybe it's just something that still has to develop, and maybe after a couple of videos it will get better. This is just a feeling I have, that it's just like a bit no structure. Yes, I hope you liked this video. I wish you a wonderful day. Please subscribe to my channel, that's very important. And goodbye.